Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Ji ayanu bakhair agale ni hao chunishumme washmale. Wahai Gonzaimas, guten Morgen, hola, bonjour, privyet, kaifa hal? Hale shuma chatore, ahlan wa sahlan, marhaba. Buna mucho gracias. Swabi abballi kare aaya. Hoş geldin naya sahe. Khuya mora chivato chi hal jod gali mera khairutan. And 1, 2, 3. A very happy Eid Mubarak to each and every one of you who's celebrating, ladies and gentlemen. May you be a Muslim or may you not be a Muslim. Still a very happy Eid Mubarak to each and everybody who's observing today. And for everybody who's out there, ladies and gentlemen, we do know for a fact how we go out in 46 different countries. It is certainly a time for you to kind of look into how Muslims celebrate Eid-e-Isar or Eid-ul-Azha. I happen to be Shahzad Khan. With me, I'm really lucky. I've been joined by my wonderful colleague, who is Miss Eesha Rehan. Hello, Eesha. Assalamu alaikum. Ek baar phir se Eid Mubarak. Kaisi hain aap?
I am doing absolutely great, and Eid Mubarak to you as well, and all of our lovely audience that is watching. And I am feeling exceptionally great on this second day of Eid, because the first day is a little hectic. You know, you have to find your kasai, you have to lay out the meat, then you have to store it. But then the second day is all about, you know, dawats and eating all this yummy, yummy food.
Exactly. So, which is why now what we're going to do is, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to introduce our wonderful guest over here, you know, who've chosen to prioritize us over their families, which is why they're over here on the show with us on the second day of Eid. First up, we're very lucky that we've been joined by one of the highest order educationists over here inside our studio. She is Miss Lubna Fareed. Hello Lubna, Assalamu alaikum, Eid Mubarak, how are you?
Walaikum salam and Eid Mubarak to you all. I hope you had a fabulous first day of Eid.
I think so far so good, Alhamdulillah. What about you? How was your first day of Eid?
Alhamdulillah, it was indeed a wonderful day. Of course, very busy, very hectic, very tiring, but yes, very fun. And Alhamdulillah that, you know, our sacrifice was done on the first day of Eid. So that's like a big thing of, you know, your mind once that's done. And of course, Eid day being a very festive day becomes a very busy day as well, you know. So one is constantly on the run because there's a lot happening, especially with the Qurbani and the Kasai, as you already mentioned.
Exactly, and that's the best part as well. Imagine that no matter how busy everybody gets, ladies and gentlemen, imagine that our boss was somewhere in Tajikistan. He actually took out time to come and join us on the second day of Eid too as well. Hello boss, assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak, iske baad gosht khayenge. But on my left hand side, ladies and gentlemen, we're very lucky that we've been joined by a musician and a singer as well. She is Miss Zunera, Zulfiqar. Hello, assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak, how are you feeling today?
Walaikum salam, Eid Mubarak to you as well. I'm doing well. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you
It's
for
the second day of
having
Eid. How was your first day of Eid?
Well, I was on an international flight traveling from the US, so I made a sacrifice for coming here to be on your show.
Yani ki you missed out on sacrificing a goat.
I did. I missed out on the goat.
I think that's great, but thank you so much for taking our time. Thank you so much for flying all the way from States to Pakistan for celebrating Eid with us. And last but not the least, ladies and gentlemen, he's been on the show before too as well. He's an amazing musician and an amazing singer. He is Mr. Adil Latif. Hello, assalamu alaikum, Eid Mubarak.
Walaikum assalam and Eid Mubarak to you and all the viewers who are watching.
And thank you so much for joining us. You know, this is exactly what I love, you know, about musicians and how easy they are in life. You know, it does not really matter whether it's Eid or not. It's still the same dress that they're going to wear every single day. So how do you feel about it, Adil?
Yeah, actually I like being casual, so that's why and about boys, you know, that on first day after namaz they are like casual because they have to do all the work, the sacrifice and the meat and all the stuff. So first day is like that, and the second day is always like sleeping and having some rest, and then finding out some time to move out with family. And
exactly, that's wonderful to know. And you know, bringing us this Eid, there's Zunera here with us who is bringing us a lot of music and a lot of joy. We want to dive into how this journey started. When did this love for music ignite for you?
Sure, absolutely. So actually music is my passion, and I've been pursuing it since I was very young. Wow. But unfortunately, you know, in our culture, it's not always looked at as something, you know, respectable. True. However, I think with time the stigma has changed, and there are very respectable people who are pursuing the music industry, the acting industry, so kind of helps to have that, you know, moral support. So about 5 years ago, I work with this charity here in Islamabad called CDRS, and he's a very good friend of mine, Todd Shea. He's an American white Muslim. And
Married
Todd,
to a Pakistani girl and has a son now, mashallah.
yes, beautiful
We work very
son.
closely with them.
Yes, so Todd and I are very good friends as he comes over there, and we do a lot of fundraising together. I'm an ambassador for women and children for his organization. So that's how one day I was having this conversation with him about my dream of becoming a musician, and he said, well, it's not too late. So Todd has been like a big brother and inspiration and just a great, role model for me. And he pushed me, and here I am. So it's been a few years, lots of trips back and forth, and I feel that hard work pays off.
What an incredible journey. And I've heard that you write your own lyrics.
I write.
What inspires your lyrics? Is it events from your life or?
Well, it's interesting. That's a really good question, actually. I think every artist has their own gift. And, I love all kinds of artists, and, you never know who will inspire you. So even though I grew up abroad, I always had a great love for listening to artists like Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, Abda Parveen ji, a lot of Sufi music, and I was a very poetic person as a child too, so I would write poems. Actually, at the age of 14, I had the honor of seeing Ustad Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan in America. He came to perform at the School of Music at the University of Pennsylvania. So that was a real treat because he passed away. So having always had this, love for these great artists, I feel like your mind sort of is always just thinking beautiful thoughts, and you're trying to understand, because music also comes from emotions, and it comes from anything around you that might inspire you. So one of the things that I feel Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has gifted me with is that I get a lot of tunes and I get a lot of inspiration in my dreams.
Wow.
And there's been times where
Ahmad hoti hai yani ki aapko. Yeah, I think that's the most common word that we
And
use.
in dreams.
Yeah.
and in my dreams. So there has been a few instances where I've, woken up first thing in the morning and there's a tune in my head.
Wow.
I record it right away and then I sit down and scratch it out.
Wow, how beautiful. And what about you, Adil? Is it the same for you?
You have to think a lot.
No, it's actually very a bit different. I'm not coming from any musical background. I don't have a family background in music. So my father is he's retired from Air Force recently. So it's army background, and like it was all about studies in my college days. So I met some guys in college and who were like they were musicians, and one thing was like since my childhood I loved listening to music. I loved listening to any kind of melody, even it's a naat or anything else. So so that's where I started getting
transition into the
so we started a band in college days, and then it didn't work out. Then I was like so much involved that I should do it, I must do it. So there were some things, like you can't do it. Some of my friends used to say that you can't do it, you cannot sing, so you should leave it. And so these were the things that motivated me more, and I said, why can't I do it? So that was one of the reasons, and then it was a passion as well. So
that's exactly the reason for us to kind of check if you can do it or not.
yeah, why not?
Let's go, let's give it a try then.
Yeah, sure, why not? So so I have released a couple of originals as well, but today I'll start off with the cover.
Sure, it's easy, go ahead.
सांसों की माला पे सिमरूं मैं पी का नाम सांसों की माला पे सिमरूं मैं पी का नाम पी का नाम अपने मन की मैं जानूं और पी के मन की राम सांसों की माला पे सिमरूं मैं पी का नाम पी का प्रीतम का कुछ दोष नहीं है प्रीतम का कुछ दोष नहीं है वो तो है निर्दोष वो तो है निर्दोष प्रेम की माला जपते जपते आप बनी मैं शाम सांसों की माला पे सांसों की माला पे सिमरूं मैं पी का नाम पी का नाम प्रेम पे आला जब से पिया है प्रेम पे आला जब से पिया है जी का है ये हाल जी का है ये हाल अंगारों पे नींद आ जाए कांटों पे आराम सांसों की माला पे सांसों की माला पे सिमरूं मैं पी का
What an absolute delight. That deserves a round of applause.
You can do it beautifully well. And better than a lot of people who are actually out there as well.
Thank
But
you
you know,
so
you've done a phenomenal job, I
just
think.
a random so thank you so
And
much.
what a
Means a lot.
soulful voice. And you know, speaking of voices, we have Miss Lubna over here, who is a very powerful voice in the field of education. So how do you think the values of Eid al-Adha should be installed in the youth of Pakistan
You
and
know,
around the globe?
I feel no matter how modern we get or how time changes, I think certain values, cultural norms, religious values have to stay intact. I mean, they stay the same no matter how much the time changes. You know, and I think it is our generation who has to further pass on those norms to our children. You know, being together with relatives on Eid Day, celebrating with all your family members, ensuring you meet everyone, get together with everyone, you know, and teaching the children, of course, about the distribution of the meat. You see, I think that is very important. उनको ये पता होता है बकरा आ गया, ज़बह हो गया, अब हम सो जाएं.
नहीं, अब हम खाएंगे.
अब हम खाएंगे भी और सोएंगे भी.
But that's exactly
I
the
think
question.
they need to know the essence behind it. I mean, why do we sacrifice that animal? How many of them know that? And then how is it distributed? You know, they need to know the feeling behind it, the compassion, the empathy, the feeling. Like, you know, why did Hazrat Ibrahim, and in what essence did Hazrat Ibrahim do this? Because everything we do is a sacrifice for God. It is for Allah. Nothing belongs to us. Like Hazrat Ibrahim was willing to sacrifice his son for God.
Yes.
Right? So this tells us that everything in this world is so temporary. Nothing is ours.
Exactly, and
Everything
I
is
think
God's.
that the actual essence of it is that, you know, not the blood, not the meat, nothing is going to go to Allah, right?
Yes.
Everything is going to stay over here. So it's more like how, you know, you're out there
Yes.
ready to sacrifice anything
It's
for
the
Allah Almighty.
faith.
But Madam Lubna, you know, there's another important question at this point of time, because, you know, while we were in conversation with Zunera and Adil, there's always this creative side to people, right? So as an educationist, do you think that, you know, there's a very popular notion or a populist notion that people who are teachers are really serious, you know, with their life?
Not at all.
Do you have a creative side?
Not at all.
Sorry, I really had to think twice whether I should ask this question or
You
not.
see,
Please go ahead.
thank you for asking that, but not at all. I think teachers are like artists, you know, in their own way.
Yeah.
You see, it's like teachers paint a blank canvas, you know. That is how I see teaching. It's like you get a student and at the end of the year or the term, you see that color there. You see how you sort of bring to life what you perceive of that child, right? So teachers are, I think, not at all boring. I mean, they make life the best for you.
That was just a popular statement that I said. I'm not saying that.
And you know, as coming back to them, and you know, they talked about passion and how she pursued her passion at this age, you know, and that is something so inspiring, because I feel there is no age for a certain thing that you want to
100%.
pursue.
Thank you so much.
You can be whatever you want to be at any age you want to be, as long as you have the drive.
Which is why we're
The
going to be
drive-
gamers now.
Oh, we have to be.
So we're going to play a game.
And then I
You know.
want to say one more thing to
Yeah.
Adil, and that is what I say to my students. Take sciences, take STEM subjects, but follow what your heart wants.
Wow.
Very
Be
well
what
said.
you want to be. You could have taken sciences in school, but you want to be a musician. That is it. That is who
But
you
this is
are.
where it gets difficult for me. You know, my heart wants love, you know, and you cannot take it from almost every person. You know, I know my wife's watching me right now as well, but it certainly harkens for you. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just thinking about, okay, whatever Madam Lubna has to suggest to all of us. My heart, okay, I think I need to be contented with one love that I actually have in my
See,
life.
no, love is also, like I say, just like we say, respect begets respect. Love begets love. You see, and that love could be with a student, with a teacher, with your parent, with your spouse, with your child.
And that's probably I get so much love then.
Yeah, so see,
Because I-
that's how it is.
I love back. Yeah, I think which is
And
why-
you are a loving person, so you get love back, right?
Alhamdulillah. Which is why we're going to play a game now. You know,
Okay.
so you have a placard right next to you.
I
You know, let's see if
do.
you guys can
May I
figure
have
it
a
out. Do
placard?
you have one? Yes, you will have one. There's one. There's one
then I
behind
think
your
we can
cushion.
give
That's
one
the
to Miss
surprise element. Can you please
Oh,
give it
yes,
to her?
you have it.
Yes.
Okay,
And
thank you.
me and Eesha are actually going to share.
Okay.
Yes. All right. I think we had another one, but it's okay. So Eesha, you
all
ask the
right.
questions and
All
we'll play the
right.
game.
I will
Okay.
ask the
Everybody
questions.
ready?
So we have to say yes and no?
Yeah. So first of all, there's an oath. Please, everybody.
Okay, an oath.
Yeah. So oath, first of all.
I
So
solemnly
whatever I'm
swear.
going to say will be at the best of my knowledge, and we'll make sure that we don't lie, because we don't lie as Muslims anyway.
don't
All right. So let's get started now. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
First question. Okay, this game
And
is
what if,
never
you can,
have I ever.
if we don't have an answer, a yes or no, and so then we don't.
No, but we always have an answer, no? You know, because
Don't
when
worry,
we
we
say,
know
try to say either yes or either no, that means that we're going to trick the question.
There's a maybe part as well.
Maybe it's like this.
Like
Yeah,
this,
maybe.
okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
this game is never have I ever. So you have to say yes if you have done it and no if you haven't.
So you have to
Okay,
do it
so
in
let's
front of the
start.
camera, right?
Yeah, just do it. The camera will capture you.
Ah,
Okay, we're ready to capture you. Okay,
Yeah.
number one. Never have I ever run away from a goat or a cow at Eid.
I have. Yeah, yes. No, you have
Oh
never.
my God.
Yes, I
Yeah,
have.
वो मैं-
yes,
मैं बकरा मंडी नहीं
I mean, they have given me a chase for my life. Yes,
Yeah, yes, I have. Yeah, you have.
I have.
Yeah, she has as well.
Okay,
Yes.
never have I ever cried when my bakra got sacrificed.
No.
Oh, hardcore.
No.
Oh, we
You
have
have?
someone empathetic.
But
finally.
yes, in my childhood, I was like I used
Yeah,
to get a
you're
little emotional
Yeah.
because I was so much involved with that bakra in 2 or 3 days, and I was
Yes.
like emotionally
The
attached to that.
attachment.
So
Your heart gives so much love, man.
yeah.
But what about you? Why did you cry?
Well,
When was it?
same thing. I was very young. I think 11 or 12. I saw my first qurbani here in Pakistan. And the bakra, as soon as they slit his neck, he started running.
Oh my
His neck
God.
was dangling. And since
Yeah.
that day, I never touched mutton again.
You probably need to invest on a good kasai. Yes, that's the only thing you can get.
Never have I ever tried to ride the Qurbani goat as a horse.
No.
I think
No,
I
I've
might have given it a try. I've always loved riding horses, so I probably gave it a try with a bull that we bought once. Wasn't really a good experience. Fell down. Yeah.
Okay, the next one you have to be very truthful for it. Never have I ever pretended to help with the Qurbani meat, but actually escaped and hid in my room.
Yes, of
Yes,
course.
I have. I've slept so many times.
I've done that.
उनसे कहो मैं सो रहा हूँ. And imagine my
My younger brother does this
Yeah.
always.
And my younger cousin went down and says, "Oh, Shahzad bhai कह रहे हैं कि मैं सो रहा हूँ." So that's where I got caught. Yeah.
Okay, never have I ever worn brand new clothes and then they got ruined with the Qurbani splashes.
Always. That's always.
Once.
No.
I think it's the
Because
men
you,
who
you
face
don't
the
even
issue.
go closer to the goat.
Yeah, I only get the meat like
Yeah.
you know ready when
I
Then-
take them off before
when
the
it's set.
qurbani, but once I had this experience. Yes.
Okay, this next question might trigger your childhood traumas, but never have I ever gotten lost in a bakra mandi.
I have.
I have.
Oh.
And I got
I've never
bitten
been
as
to a
well.
bakra mandi.
That was the first and the only time that I got beaten by my grandfather.
Oh no.
Like, तू किसे चला गया ऐसे? पता ही नहीं लग गया.
And never have I ever bragged about how much my bakra or my cow cost to my
Always.
neighbors and my
That's
friends.
like a
I've never
pretty
bragged,
boy.
yeah.
That's like a pretty boy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never have I ever, hid in my room when I heard the bakra getting sacrificed and heard from the screens rather than being brave and present
No.
and watched it.
No, I have not.
No.
Wow, we all have such
Yeah.
brave people in our studios.
बकरे की बात होती, शेर की बात होती, शेर की बात होती, सबका yes होता. Yeah, all right, but thank you so much. You guys have been great at this game as well. We really need to head out towards a short break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. When you come back, we will be joined by another worthy guest over here. Let's see what he has to say on the second day of Eid. Eid Mubarak. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for staying here to PT while you're watching all this morning special transmission on the second day of Eid-e-Isar or Bakra Eid or Qurbani wali Eid or Bade Gosht wali Eid. Ladies and gentlemen, we're very lucky that alongside all of our guests, we have been joined by some this amazing gentlemen जिनके लिए मैं बचपन से एक सवाल मेरे पास था कि जब भी मेरी इनसे मुलाकात होगी मैं इनसे ज़रूर पूछूंगा. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, he is Mr. Jauhar Saleem, former Foreign Secretary, President IRS. Hello, sir. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak. How are you feeling today?
Eid Mubarak ji, what a pleasure.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. And sir, the question that I've always wanted to ask you was, sir, आप अपना टैक्स जमा कराते हैं?
That's a very good question. And our tax is deducted from the salaries before we even get them.
Yeah, that's true.
So we don't even have a choice.
So there's no getting
Yes.
away.
Exactly.
But I think that's wonderful. But sir, because today happens to be the second day of Eid, how was your first day of Eid? What did you do and what are your plans for today?
Well, it was wonderful. Eid is, of course, the time of the year when you meet a lot of friends that you don't really meet regularly and extended family and the best time of the year in the sense that the best times are when you spend with the people that you really love.
True.
And the people that you really care for. And that is why this is the time that we really wait for. And of course, then you also get to eat some, some nice food as well.
Yes.
And since you have served as Pakistan's ambassador to different countries like Germany, Italy, Bahrain and many more, so how is Eid al-Adha actually celebrated in these countries across the globe?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question because it depends where you are. For example, some of the countries that I was ambassador to, these were Islamic countries, or at least the Muslim majority countries. For instance, Bahrain. So there the flavor of Eid is pretty similar to ours. And there's a huge Pakistani community. Every third person there is, or fourth person is a Pakistani.
Oh, wow.
Or in Indian, a lot of Indian Muslims as well. And of course, all the Bahrainis are sort of majority. Predominantly Muslims. So Eid is, it's a mix of Desi and Arabic and Persian Eid because, Bahrain is a mix of Persian and sort of Arabic culture.
How interesting.
So that was always wonderful. And then what we do as ambassadors, we have an open house on Eid day. So anybody can just come to our house and there's a, if I could call it a feast
Why
going.
didn't I knew it before? When you were already there. But sir, I think that the best interesting thing would be, when you are in a Muslim majority country is that, that you get to taste their cuisines differently as well. Because over here it's going to be kaleji, it's going to be mutton kadahi, it's going to be kunna kebab or something of that sort. But over there it can be mandi too, it can be different cuisines. So what are those different cuisines you might have tasted on Bakra Eid?
Yeah, a lot of different cuisines. In Bahrain, mandi is there. There are many other Arab traditional cuisine dishes that we already know of. But for instance, when I was in Bosnia and Herzegovina, now Bosnia has, it has 45% Muslim population, but the capital itself, Sarajevo, is 90% Muslim. So there, you see, this is actually the only country perhaps where you have indigenous European Muslims, So that's a very different flavor. Now, these are the people who have meat in their breakfast as well. They're such big meat eaters. But for Eid Qurban, what the type of things they prepare, they're just amazing. And the quality of meat is extraordinary there.
Wow.
So that was a treat, And then in some other countries, I was there in Turkey. Again, Turkey, they are big meat eaters. And Eid, which they call Bayram, by the way, has a very special flavor. Even in places sometimes where you wouldn't even imagine, you know, like Brazil, you know, there you have sort of Muslims from Lebanon, the Lebanese Muslims living in Brazil, and there's literally no Pakistanis there. But you do find all these sort of, you know, like Middle Eastern Muslims. And we had some amazing, so all over the world, I would say America has its own flavor, and Turkey and Brazil and Bahrain and sort of, you know, Bosnia and Croatia and sort of, and Italy. It's a Christian country, Germany is a Christian country, but you have big Pakistani communities there. And then the thing is, your friends there, the Christians and other faiths, members of other faiths, they love to join in your happiness, you know, and in your celebration. And that is always lovely to see.
And that's exactly what I said in the beginning as well, because sir, we as PT will go out in 46 different countries, so probably high time for everybody to look at how we celebrate it. It's great. We've got Zunera over here, sir. She started singing really late in her life, and which is why, you know, we are going to actually request her to sing us a song on the second day of Eid. So Zunera, if you're ready, please go ahead, take it away.
Okay.
Sounds wonderful.
Sure. So when I started my singing journey, I decided I'd like to start with the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so I wrote a beautiful, it's like a love letter to Allah, and we filmed the video in color kahar. So I'm going to sing it for you guys in just a cappella. So.
Wow. Thank you for giving us the description to put in our minds.
Yes, so you know the background. So. Tere to jind te sara jahan, tu rahim, tu rahman, avle tu, आखिरे तू गफ़ार तू गफ़ूर तेरे तो जिंद ते सारा जहां तू रहीम तू रहमान वाली तू शाफी तू हयू तू कयूम एक भी पत्ता हिलदा नहीं जब तक मौला तू चांदा नहीं एक भी सजदा होंदा नहीं जब तक मौला तू बुलांदा नहीं होवे ओही जो तू चावे कुन फाया कुन तेरे तो जिंद ते सारा जहां. Just a snippet.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
That was very spiritual.
Yes, it's very soul reflecting and touching.
Exactly. So don't put the guitar down, because you know that's where she gets started, right? So now there's another one coming. Yeah.
So I made this song in winter of 2022, and we filmed it in the freezing cold mountains of Kalar Kahar.
Wow.
And I had actually made it for Ramadan, so this Ramadan we've officially released it, so it's on YouTube called Jind. Abhi jo 3 weeks pehle mera gana aaya, it's called Baby Baby.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you guys heard it, but I wanted to kind of entertain all the audience.
Brings us back to Justin Bieber.
Yeah, well.
Baby, yo. Yeah, please go ahead.
Baby, 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 baby. Baby, 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 baby. है तू कीता मेरा हाल, तू तोड़ देता मेरा मान. है पुल्ली ना सजना, है होएगा तेरे भी नाल. मैं दिल देता तैनू, तू छड़ देता मैनू. मैनू जूंदे जी तू मरिया, हुण वेखी तू बेचारिया. You broke my heart and threw it all away. You broke my heart and pushed me far away. Baby, 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 baby. Baby, 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 baby. मौसम के जैसे तू भी पल में यूं बदला. हर वादा और प्यार तेरा सब झूठा निकला. अब तू जहाँ भी जाएगा तू भी यूं पछताएगा जब सा मिला तुझसा तुझको फिर भूल न पाएगा baby 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 तू कीता मेरा हाल तू तोड़ दिता मेरा मान उन पुल्ली ना सजना ऐ होएगा तेरे विनाल मैं दिल दिता तेनू तू छड़ दिता मैनू मैनू जूंदे जी तू मरिया हुण वेखी तू बेचारिया You broke my heart and threw it all away You broke my heart and pushed me far away Baby, 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 baby रेत की तरह मुझको हाथों से उड़ा दिया दरिया की इन लहरों में सांसों को जुदा किया सागर की गहराइयों में सावन की परछाइयों में जब सावन बीतेगा तो फिर तू भूल न पाएगा baby 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 baby
That was a good one, but there was one question. That is, वो जिसने दिल तोड़ दिया उसको अभी हम बेबी कही जा रहे हैं. That's what I didn't get. देखो और नाम रखना चाहिए था यहाँ पे, but it was a good one. And you know you're a great singer, and I'm glad that you've started singing as well, which is why on these crossroads, sir, we actually have a game to play now. So and yeah, please.
Yeah, sorry. So I just want to clarify, I've been singing from age 5.
Yeah.
So I've had all the Western training and I decided to do some fusion songs. So my next song I'm coming out with is going to be Spanish and Punjabi.
Wow.
And I had the Western training, but when I brought my talent to Pakistan, you know, I had to start over and do all the Eastern training, vocals. But it's nice because I get to.
And we still
play
can't
that.
wait, ladies and gentlemen. Please make sure to follow Zunera on her socials as well, which I believe.
Instagram,
Yes,
Zunera
exactly.
Zulfiqar.
Will kind of bring a lot of people together. So, and I cannot wait for the Spanish and the Punjabi one coming together as well. I think it's going to be great. But Miss Lubna, we have got a mission for you. So what we're going to do is that we're going to make them wear these headphones.
Okay.
Yeah, and let me just connect them with Bluetooth, and you have to give them difficult words, which they certainly cannot listen to you, but will have to lip read you. So we do not want them to guess it, because as much they're going to guess them wrong, that will make our game more amazing, right? So let me just connect it. Yep, first, and let's see. So who's going to be first? Let's see.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
I don't know if Jauhar Sahab wants to play it or not. It's Jauhar Sahab's choice. So Jauhar Sahab, we're going to give you choice. Yeah, yeah, wonderful. So when Jauhar Sahab needs to guess, you can actually give him a word.
If Zunera could go from almighty to baby,
Yeah, that's a good one too, sir. Okay, so, yep, it's connected. Please, can you wear it?
Yes. Is there a theme for the words or?
No, I mean, whatever
any
Miss
style
Lubna wants to say. First of all,
Do
let
I
me
say
just...
it out loud?
No. Don't say it out loud now, but let me just put on a song so that, they cannot hear you. So,
She cannot.
Can
is
she
the music?
act it out?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
music.
But
Can you
no,
listen to
I
us?
just have to
Thoda uncha kar de, yeah.
Can you listen to us?
Yeah.
Can you listen to me? No? Okay, so go ahead.
Go ahead.
You got to...
Can I say it out loud?
Yes, say it out loud, but in a lighter voice, and
scream it,
it should be a difficult work.
Procrastinate.
Oh, very wrong word. Don't say it. Bad word.
difficult one.
Yeah, it's a bad word.
Boyfriends?
What?
Procrastinate.
Yeah. Go ahead. Good word.
Procrastinate.
Oh my God, tauba. बुरा लफ्ज़ है बहुत. जो लोग ये करते हैं बुरे लोग.
Difficult to know. Photosynthesis?
Nah.
Okay.
Okay. Next one.
Huh?
Next one.
Next one?
Yeah.
Spectacular.
Oh yeah, that's good. Just like me.
Spectacular.
It's my sanctuary? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
One last, please.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. All right. It's going to be a turn now. Yeah. So for
Isn't it It's My Sanctuary?
no.
Oh.
So the first one was procrastination. The second one was spectacular. But yeah, you got one right. You know that was amazing. That's great. Adil, go ahead. Wear the headphones, please, and make sure that you.
Am
do
I
a
saying the
lip
words for
reading.
him also?
No, wear the other way around. Yeah.
Okay.
Want the lights to be seen. Yeah. All right. Wait. Let me put up the song first. You know.
Do I have to say the word for him?
Sorry.
Do I have to say the word?
Yeah. Those different words.
Who's going to give me the words?
Ashen?
Good word. Just ba. Yeah.
Punch.
ये देख रहा है. Not this. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
That's your phobia.
Are you giving?
No.
Should I say the same word again?
Yeah, no. Yes. Say the same word.
Ashen?
Yeah. Say it again.
Eid Mubarak.
Is it a second word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are two words to it.
Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak.
Okay. One more. Yeah.
Okay. By the way, music is very nice.
Okay.
Ah, nice.
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
I thought we should be close to Eid, right?
Yeah. I think you've done a phenomenal job. So I'll give it to Jauhar Sahab now.
Yeah.
It's going to be Jauhar Sahab's turn. And
Yeah,
you
but
or
He
Zunera
will
can
say the
Don't
word.
I get to
Think about
say a
your
word
words,
as well?
No,
Yeah?
you get to
Yeah.
hear the word.
Yeah. Okay. Again.
Yeah,
Okay. So
I'll say one as well.
he wants
he
to
wants
say a
to
word
say
too as well. Okay. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Discombobulated.
Oh my gosh.
Can you repeat
Discombobulated.
again?
You can never guess it.
Is it tongue twister?
I'll take an easy one now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
But ask the previous one. Ask the
What
previous
was
one
the
now.
previous one?
Discombobulated.
Oh my God.
More like a
You have
tongue
a
twister.
chance.
It means to be confused.
Okay.
It means like when
We
you're
are already.
completely-
Okay.
Just try to do that.
All right, sir. It's going to be loud. Yes.
बदल लें आप.
Okay. So Zunera is going to ask you a word.
Yes. Superstitious.
Yeah.
Ah.
Look at the expression. you are
Again,
having.
come again.
Okay.
By the way, you're looking so cool
Superstitious.
with the lights
Oh.
on.
He can't.
No, I can't.
Again. But sir, try guessing
That's how
it.
you
Okay.
take revenge.
Superstitious.
Yeah, this is easy.
I know how bad I am in lip reading. I never knew that, and I just discovered that.
Yeah, but okay, sir, once again, we're going to change the word now. The
Okay.
first one was superstitious.
Hypertension.
Yeah. So,
Hypertension.
no, not even
Oh,
close. Not even close. Okay, that's great, sir. We really do not have to say that you're bad at the game. The viewers already
It
know
was
it.
hypertension.
Exactly. No, I'm just good at saying the words.
So I want to
Okay.
give him a word.
Yes, sir.
He
Okay.
needs to take his
Sir, he wants to give you a word now.
You should do food coma.
Liver.
Oh,
Liver.
There's hardly any lip
do food
Yeah.
movement in
coma.
it.
Liver.
Use your mouth
Yeah.
a little more. no?
Liver.
Liver.
Oh,
no. You're still bad, sir. Okay, it's Madam Lubna's turn now.
Lubna is
So,
Lubna was
now-
good.
Yeah. So now it's going to be Adil's turn. Okay, so Adil can give her words. Yeah.
Wow, this music is quite hip.
Yes. So, kidneys.
Yeah.
Kidneys.
थोड़ा मुंह से खोल के जरा बोल.
Kidneys.
Lyrics,
No.
No. Kidneys.
English,
Yeah.
Kidneys.
अच्छा हाँ में सारे हिला जब वो कहीं ना
Easy.
कुछ
Kidneys. Kidneys.
मुंह
Somewhere
खोल
here.
के करो एक दफा.
At the
Kidneys.
back.
No.
can you
Knees.
say?
Kidneys.
अब ये
Knees,
Knees.
knees,
Kid and knees. Kid
oh, kid,
and knees.
Knees.
kidneys.
But this was
That's not fair. You're giving her clues.
Oh my God. Even the song finished over here.
oh.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so
Please go ahead. Yeah.
lungs.
Lungs,
Chalo.
Yeah. That's
So अब
good.
जरा
That's a
change
good
करते
one.
हैं.
Yeah. Please.
So
Come out of
Why
human
is the
body.
deal obsessed with organs? We need
Let's
to
go
know
towards
that.
planets. Yeah.
Jupiter.
super,
No.
Kind of.
Jupiter.
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 पीटर को कैसे समझाएंगे?
Peter. Jupiter.
Jupiter. Jupiter.
Can you say it again?
Jupiter.
Super?
No. कोई और word?
Super?
उर्दू का मुश्किल तरीन.
Antarctica.
Yeah.
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Yes.
No.
The
उर्दू में कुछ.
Penguins.
सालसी.
Antarctica.
Dance?
So,
ये तो Freudian
अच्छा
slip
उर्दू
है.
में Lahore.
Lahore?
I think Miss Lubna is already good at it.
Okay.
Madam, you can take it off as well. I think it's wonderful. You played well. I think you won this game. You know, you've been great at it. Yeah, I need to keep these headphones safe because
they're
they belong
quite-
to my daughters.
They're quite cool
Yes.
headphones, yeah?
Exactly. Thank you so much for that, and thank you
Good
so much,
noise
Shabano,
cancellation.
for giving us this as well. But very
Cute.
quickly
You know,
before
since we were talking about food and cuisines, pehle we want to know what is your favorite dish to eat on Eid, Bakra Eid.
गोश्त ही है जाने किस चीज़ में
Let's
मर्जी
start
डाल
with
दो.
Miss Lubna.
So it would be a surprise for everyone that I'm a vegetarian. So I don't eat meat at all. But yeah, so I don't have like a real favorite on Eid. But yeah, I like the sweets, like the desserts.
How we can
of
talk
course.
about the desserts.
The
What's your
desserts,
favorite
yes.
dessert?
The kheers and you know the puddings, yeah, and the mithais.
Exactly.
You know,
and
so-
you know what? You know, I'm going to actually recommend this to everyone. So this restaurant I lately went to, you know, they import chocolate from Belgium, I guess. And so what they did was, so they have this very amazing, I still cannot kind of recall the name. Even if I can recall the name, my pronunciation is really absurd about it. It's this Belgian chocolate with an ice cream and something, and that ice cream is phenomenal. The restaurant is in F8. It goes with the name of Ruby's.
Oh
So if you-
yes,
yeah.
Ruby's is quite a happy
Exactly.
place.
So if you
isn't
go
it?
there,
Yeah.
please make sure that you try it. But sir, since we're running out of time, very
Yeah.
quickly, if you would want to say something today, please go ahead, sir.
No, actually, it's very interesting that, you know, sometimes I used to go to, because we have to go to a lot of diplomatic receptions. And there's a lot of meat, especially in Arab receptions, close to the Eid days. But my favorite was falafel. Because falafel would always
falafel
remind
is
me of,
really
you know what, besan ke laddu that we used to have as kids. So I would actually just look for falafel, have 4 or 5 falafels in my plate, and get that special sauce, and just eat
And
that.
that's it. Your Eid is
That's the
completed.
best, yeah.
All right, so Jauhar Saab is an easy to go guy. Falafel will make his day. I think that's great. What about you, Zunera? What's your
My
favorite?
favorite thing to eat on Eid is a nice moist chicken palau.
Chicken
Oh my
pulao.
gosh, Nana,
I'm
we
sorry, I don't eat meat lovers.
That's the meat loving one.
Hold on.
Okay, there's a
Please
deal
wait.
now.
Please
There's a
wait.
deal now, yes.
Yes, I am a complete meat lover and namkeen, gosht, any kind of meat. Like I do steaks, I make steaks, barbecue, like meat, mutton and beef, everything.
I
So
think which is why now it's time that we kind of bid farewell to all of our viewers who are out there as well and go back home, eat chicken pulao, falafel,
What about you, Shahzad?
desserts, and then a lot of meat for me. And
What about you, Shahzad? What's your favorite dish?
I think Ran, I need to say
Ah,
Ran on this Eid anyways, you know,
Yes.
because today is the day when I'm supposed to be getting my Ran back.
Oh wow! So you
So I think we're
marinated.
gonna
So maybe you can share a quick recipe with us of how you do the
I
round.
mean,
So we
just
can.
give it to Osmania restaurant, they'll do the rest.
Oh wow!
Yeah. But thank you so much, everybody, for being with us.
Thank you
Lovely
so
to be in
much.
conversation
Thank
with you.
you.
Eid Mubarak to each and every one of you. But very quickly towards the end, we're to request you and you to sing a song together.
Oh.
You know,
Okay, so we
you know,
haven't
share the
yet
chorus or say the lines or whatever you feel like.
collaborated till now,
And
but
for everybody who's
let's
out there, ladies and gentlemen, look after yourselves with that. Eid Mubarak. Make sure that you call everybody who you must have or might have missed out on. And for everybody who's out there, ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan Zindabad, Pak Fauj Zindabad. Remember that. Ji.
ऐसी ज़मीन गाते हैं ऐसी ज़मीन
So she want to sing Dil Dil Pakistan.
Yeah. Let's all sing.
Is that good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the scale okay with you? Like
ऐसी ज़मीन और आसमां इनके सिवा जाना कहाँ बढ़ती रहे ये रोशनी गाना चलता रहे ये कारवां दिल दिल पाकिस्तान जा जा पाकिस्तान दिल दिल पाकिस्तान जा जा पाकिस्तान दिल दिल से मिलते हैं तो प्यार का चेहरा बनता है चेहरा बनता है फूल की लड़ी में पिरोए तो फिर सहरा
बनता है, सहरा
All right, very
बनता
quickly
है.
pause. So 1, 2, 3, we have to say Eid Mubarak. 1, 2, 3. Eid